Hi, welcome to Art Draw. Today I'm going to draw Darth Maul from Star Wars and also Fortnite Galactic Battle. I'm going to do an upper body shot, so let's go up to the top up here. I'm going to do one of the spikes on his head first of all, so the top spike. Go about here, just draw a nice little spike up and down there. From that point, I'm going to curve my pen down this way. Got another little spike here. This one just goes up a bit more like a shark fin, I suppose. What I can do then, keep going downwards there. Got another one popping out here, so I'll just put a little point there. And I'm going to come down sort of the cheek area. The chin, I guess, is probably about here. So it's going to go around a bit where his eyebrows will be, in the ear. So around a bit there. Cheek is going to be around here, so just shut it out a little bit. Curve it down there to a nice chin point about here. Then at the top here, I'm going to go curve my pen around that way. Pop a cool little curve out there. Like a little fin again there. Come out down on the left, like that. Then I'm just going to draw an ear in here, so a nice little oblong. Bring it down there like that. Maybe just a little curve for the inner of the ear. Just a little curve up and down. And then I'm just going to draw the jaw area coming down this way. So just like a nice jaw there, coming down to that chin. Join up your pen like that, okay? Cool. Right, a couple more little horn elements. So one here, little bit there. One up here, so it's going to bring my pen up and down, draw an edge to it there. One about here, so kind of up in the middle there, just draw an edge to it. There we go, like that. And then let's have a look at drawing the facial features. So what I'm going to do, first of all up here, just going to draw a nice little oblong with black, just around that horn area. Okay, one there. Got one up here, so there's a slightly sharper bit at the top here, a bit more of a point, and it kind of curves out a bit more like a leaf. Just colour that in. Nice little sort of teardroppy leaf sort of look. On this side, I'm going to go draw another one around that other horn. Around like that. Okay, now I'm going to head down towards the eye area. So this kind of comes out there, goes in, curves up and down towards the eyebrow area. Just fill it out a bit in the center point there. This bit, a little bit more of an arrowhead at the end there. Bring it down to the brow there, kind of tapers it in the middle there as well. And then around here, I guess this one must come out here, curve around like that there, and then same sort of thing. So a bit more going on here, and then just start going towards the brow area. Now I'm near the eyes, so what I'm going to do is just draw a brow. I'm going to just draw a little mark there, and then bring my pen right up like that. Then come in like this. It's like a little sort of diagonal. There's a little bit of marking there. And then I can draw just underneath, we've got the eye area there. So nice little curve under there, and then we can draw a little triangular area there. On this side, again, I can draw sort of an angry little bit there, going upwards this way. So we'll draw a little pointed area. Underneath, again, we can just draw kicking out there, and just make sure you leave a nice bit of room for the eye area. This is quite important. The eyes are like yellow and black, so I'm just gonna pop a little dink of a pupil in there. There we go. Okay, he's looking quite menacing there. Along the back here, I'm just gonna draw a little curve to that bit there, like that. And this then comes downwards to right down to the chin area here. Just gonna leave a little marking there on the edge for sort of like the light just kicking off it. His ear's black as well, but what I'll do is I'll colour that in later on. As we come down here, there's a couple of little bits on the nose like that, and then there's a larger little sort of bit here, so sort of almost like a little arrow down there. Little V point here, little V point there. And then we can just draw a little menacing sort of mouth like this. Draw along there, and then we can just draw up either side there, and then a few little fangs, I think, hasn't he? So just put a few little dots in there in the mouth, just make it look a little bit menacing there. Chin, there's a little line that comes down and then it sort of kicks out either side like that. And then what I might do is just, like I was saying, just fill in a little bit more of that ear area, just leave a little bit of white. Yeah, happy with that. Maybe I will just fill that area in here, come down a bit here, just fill it out here, just make sure I've kind of got that brooch there. There we go, there's a Darth Maul head. So let's do the upper body area here. He's got his hand out here, so his other arm coming down this way. So first of all, I'm just going to draw like the upper part of his neck, sort of tunic area. So it comes out really from the ear, a couple of little wobbly bits there, come down here, pops down this way, and the tunic sort of comes down this way, and then right from here, come down this way here, nice and wavy. Then on this arm here, we've got the shoulder area. I'm going to bring my pen out here, just curve it around this point. Then I've got his sleeve, which kind of billows out a little bit, so just going to bring my pen, curve it out there, and from here, curve it out here, sort of bellow it out. There we go. Now this sort of tightens up around here, so it kind of bellows around this point here, sort of tightens up. So there's an elbow area sort of coming in either side from there. Just curve that off. Just draw a few little lines there. Now I've got those points in, draw the next part of the arm. So going down here is like the shoulder, bellows out again, probably bellows out around here. And I'm just gonna cap that off like that, okay? And this is his glove area, so this is gonna go up this way. So I'm gonna just draw up to about this point. Yeah, about that. Then here, I'm gonna draw up to about this point here. Curve it up like that. Just drawing that point up. Now his hand's sort of in a grabbing pose, so the thumb area, sort of the palm is there, and the thumb kind of just comes out here, sort of up that way. And then the rest of his hand, sort of the palm goes up this way here, and the top of the hand goes this way, and then we've got some sort of grabbing fingers. So I've got one here, come down, one there, down, come up to the edge of that one, have a little grabbing bit there, and out, and a sort of grabbing area there and in. There we go. Okay, we've got that in there. Now I can draw this arm here. So this is more into like a fist pose. So I'm gonna come out a little bit here and then taper it into the wrist area. Same thing here, sort of bring it out there and taper it in. A couple of little sort of curves of that, the leathery glove there. And then what I'm gonna do, bring my pen out there for the thumb. And then here, bring my pen out. I've got just 1, 2, 3, 4 little dinks for the fingers. Just gonna have a little bit there where it sort of goes into the fist pose, and then just kick those up there to show the fingers. Maybe just a hint of the knuckles in that point there. Okay, now I've got that bit in, I can draw the rest of the tunic down here. So first of all, there's like a belt area. So this will come along, kind of that way there. And then sort of come downwards like that. And on this side, come downwards here. And then it kind of curves around like that. Okay, now I've got that in. I've got a few little curved lines to put in. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, and put another one there, 5. I think there's a few little sort of studs in this, so we can just pop those in there. Okay, just gonna add a little bit of detail here. So this tunic comes around down here to a little like V point. Then we can just curve it to the center there. Then we've got a few more of these sort of robe elements. So it's gonna draw in a couple of lines for detail there. And then going up here, like one goes up this way, and then we just draw another one coming up like that. Cool, just coming down on the sleeve, a little bit of a join there. I'll just join these little bits up here. Just sort of show maybe just a little bit of a join on this glove area there. Okay, we're just going to taper off where sort of tunic and robes come down, flare out at the bottom. So along here, I'm just going to come out from just underneath this little point here and then just kick it out there, just taper it off. Another little line here. Maybe got another sort of couple there. One around here. And kick it out. Around there. Just go to the edge here. Down to the hand, go past the hand. Out like that. And then a couple of little lines in there, sort of robe lines going on there. Now, just going to get the pen, just go around sort of the edge of the main part, sort of make sure that those outer areas are blocked in. Because when it comes to colour it, it's going to be quite dark with this tunic, so I want to make sure the outer areas really do him justice. Maybe just these little ones in there, and then we'll kick it out on the edges there. Maybe this inner point in here too. Okay, while we're there, let's just add a little bit more detail in. So the tunic is predominantly dark, so I'm just gonna maybe just sort of just pop in a few little hatching lines around the inner edge. The light will be coming down from this way, so we can sort of add a few little dinks on the edge of him here, just to show that the light's coming off. These lines will then sort of pop over this way because this area will be dark here. And in here we can just pop a few in here, maybe in the midsection. This point here, I'm gonna just fill that with dark, and in there we'll just pop a few hatches in. There we go. As it comes down here, maybe just a few little sort of kicking out. It's all quite dark in this area here, so just a little hint of extra detail underneath here maybe. I just curve under, and then this palm area here, just draw a little bit in around that point too, and then just a few little extra little lines just for the detail, sort of kicking it around and down. As I say, the light is coming down this way, so just on the edge maybe of the head there, maybe just on the glove points there. And there we go, that looks pretty cool. There is Darth Maul from Star Wars and also Fortnite Galactic Battle. Let me know what you think of the skin, let me know who else I can draw, and I'll see you soon. Alright, thanks a lot, bye for now.